What is up, YouTube? It is showtime and I am back with you again in another video. Now in this video I'm going to be showing you guys two of the best 6'9" popper builds you guys can make right now on NBA 2K26. Now this is going to be a 2 builds in 1 video special. One version of the build is going to be for those of you guys who want to play 2s or main 2s, and the other will be for those of you guys who like to play 3s. Some of you guys may be wondering why I'm doing this, and I'm just going to give you guys like a quick breakdown. For those of you guys who play 2s, the current meta that I see is a 6'8" guard playing alongside a 6'9" inside center who has a 99 O board. Having a 99 O board is the main thing you want to have as a big man, simply because on the 2s court it's take it you make it, meaning that if you make the shot you keep getting the ball back in your hands, and so if your guard misses you want the best chance at getting the rebound so your guard can keep making attempts, and so you guys can win the game as fast as possible. If you're going to play 2s as a big man, you have to have a 99 O board. Now most people are using 6'11s with a 99 O board or a 7 foot, but I think 6'9" is better. Either you're using a 6'9" inside or a 6'9" popper. Being 6'9" allows you to have a 99 O board, but more importantly you can actually play defense on the ball. A lot of these 7 foot and 6'11" builds, they really enjoy the perks of being tall and getting every single rebound for their guard, but they struggle on defense. If you run into 2 6'8", you're screwed because you can't play any on-ball defense. This is going to counter that. Now for those of you guys who play 3s and you want a popper with a 99 defensive, keep in mind the meta popper build right now for 3s is a 6'7". 6'7s do not get access to a 99 rebound. Having a 99 defensive rebound as a popper on the 3s is really good. It's OP, and other 6'7s can't do that. Even though 6'7s are the meta and I stand on that, this build is going to get access to do something that other poppers just cannot do, which is have a 99 rebound and also be able to pop. So that's kind of the breakdown of the 2 different builds that I'm going to be posting in this video. I'm going to have timestamps for those of you guys who just kind of want to get straight to the 2s version and the 3s version. I hope you guys enjoy this video. I'm going to get straight into it and not waste any more time. So for version 1, this is going to be the build for 3s. If you want a 3s popper, this is how you're going to make it. A 6'9" popper with a 99 rebound for 3s. So 6'9", you guys want to go, the weight you guys want to go 255, and then with the wingspan you want to max it out. This is going to be your template. We're going to move on with the ticks and let's get straight into it. So for the standing dunk, you guys want to make sure you guys go 72. Keep in mind that when it comes to standing dunk, it doesn't have to be very high. You're a popper, most of the time you're setting screens and you're popping. You're going to be dunking only a few times, like very few times, and when you do, you'll be able to at a high level because you have rise up on bronze. So when you're doing a pick and roll, you just run to the basket, get your standing dunk, and a 72 standing dunk with rise up bronze is going to allow you to do that. So this is pretty much all we're doing for the finishing. Keep in mind, as a popper you won't be doing much finishing anyways, because you'll be popping and actually shooting the ball most times and spacing out the floor for your guard and your teammates. Now with the shooting, what you guys want to do is max out your 3 ball to get an 83 ball. This is going to give you access to all the shooting badges you need and the jump shot animations you need. Keep in mind, being 6'9" as a popper is actually going to work in your advantage because you can actually shoot over people better than a 6'7" popper can. Keep in mind, 6'7" popper is what most people are using, so this 83 ball is really going to stick out in your favor if you're 6'9" and you're a popper. Now with the playmaking, what you guys want to do is bring this all the way up to 73. This is actually going to give you guys the dimer badge on silver. The reason we're bringing it up to 73 is because you only need, I believe, 1 cap breaker, maybe 2, but I'm pretty sure it's 1 to get to 75 pass accuracy, which is the goal, so that you guys can get break starter on silver. Break starter is very useful. You know, when you get a rebound, you want to start the fast break and throw it down. You're going to be able to do that. And then you guys also have the dimer, which is important so that when you guys get a rebound and you kick it back out to your guard or lock, they have a better chance of making the shot. So this is pretty much what our pass accuracy looks like, and we can move on. With the defense, you guys want to give yourself an 85 steal. This usually never changes on any big man build. 85 steal is ideal, so you guys can get access to the interceptor on gold to play the lane, which is very important on defense. And with the perimeter defense, you guys are actually going to go up to an 84, which is going to give you access to that immovable enforcer badge on gold and the on-ball menace badge on bronze. Keep in mind, like, this is kind of why 6'7" are meta, because 6'7" poppers do get access to a higher perimeter defense, higher agility, but like I said, they don't get access to a 99 rebound, which is the point of making a 6'9" popper. With the block, you guys are only gonna be able to go to 78. I know you guys probably see a lot of center builds out there with an 84, but a lot of them use 78 too. 6'8" insides, which are currently dominating the competitive scene, are only using a 78 block. And if they can, so can you, and you're even taller than them, so you'll even be able to trigger just as much, maybe even more blocks. And then with the rebounding, this is where the build is going to differ. So if you're playing threes, you're going to want to have a 94 defensive, which is really a 99. If you have 5 cap breakers, which you should instantly put all 5 on your defensive for a 99 defensive, which will give you access to box out beast and rebound chaser on legend. Now keep in mind why I'm telling you that if you're playing threes, you want a 99 defensive, because on the offensive end, you're popping most of the time. You're not even going to be going for offensive rebounds, so it doesn't make sense to have the 99 offensive rebound on a 6'9". It doesn't really make sense. You want to have a 99 defensive if you're going to be playing popper on the threes, because on the defensive end, you'll actually be in the paint and around to grab defensive rebounds. On the offensive end, you're popping and you're not even anywhere near the basket to be getting offensive rebounds. Now with the offensive rebound, you can just put it to 80, and that's fine if you really want. Like, no, there's really no reason to go higher. 80. And then for the physicals, you guys want to max out your speed, max out your agility, bring your vertical to an 86. Where you want to get this to is an 88, so you guys get that pogo stick on legend. You guys will have to use cap breakers for that, and then you guys can go ahead and bring your strength to an 86, and you guys want to use 5 cap breakers to get that to a 91. So disclaimer and warning, I would not make this build unless you have 10 cap breakers. Do not make these builds unless you have 10 cap breakers minimum. I feel like 10 cap breakers minimum is where the build is actually usable and can actually flourish and actually be good. And when you get your 10 cap breakers, you want to put 5 on your defensive rebound for a 99 defensive, and you want to put 5 on your strength for a 91 strength. Any extra cap breakers, you can throw it on your vertical to get an 88 vertical, which will give you access to the pogo stick on legend, and also higher vertical to get more rebounds. And then you guys, with your extra attributes or cap breakers, if you have any, throw them on your pass accuracy, so you guys can get a 75 pass act to get the break starter on silver. And this is pretty much version number 1. This is going to be for those of you guys who want access to a 99 rebound as a popper for the threes. Now I'm quickly going to just show you a quickly edited version for those of you guys who want to play twos and be a 6'9" popper. This is probably, in my opinion, the best center build, the best shooting center build to use if you are playing twos. I'm going to quickly show you guys how to do that. So for those of you guys who are interested in playing twos, which is where I personally feel this build flourishes, this is how you make the build. I did a slight change. All you did was make your offensive rebound 94 instead of your defensive. For those of you guys trying to understand why I did that, keep in mind when you play twos, it is take it or make it, meaning that if you guys make a shot, you guys keep getting the ball back and you guys can just keep scoring and pretty much 21 zip people. When you're playing twos as a big man, it is so important that you have a 99 offensive rebound, because every time your guard shoots, if he misses, you grab the rebound, you give it back to him, and he keeps getting attempts, and you guys can just body bag people and get rid of games faster. That's why if you're playing twos, it is mandatory you have a 99 O board. Keep in mind, most of the people playing twos have a 99 O board as a big man, and they're 6'11" and 7 foot is what I've noticed. Being 6'9" allows you to get the same amount of rebounds as them, but this time you can actually play perimeter defense. If someone ISOs you, if you have to guard a 6'8", you can actually play defense. You can actually play the lanes, and you're actually useful, and you're not a liability on defense like 7 foot and 6'11" are. So if you are a big man, you want to be able to shoot and play on the twos, this is the build you should be making. 99 offensive rebound. You should use 5 cap breakers to get your offensive rebound from a 94 to a 99, and then you can use 5 cap breakers on your strength to get it from an 86 to a 91, and this is pretty much how you would make the build. It's just a quick swap around, and I hope that kind of makes sense. Keep in mind, on the twos, you want offensive rebounds, you want second chance points, because as long as you guys make the shot, you and your teammate, you guys will keep getting the ball back. Offensive rebound is the main priority if you are a twos big man. So I hope you guys did enjoy this video. If you did, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. I know I did a lot of talking. especially for the breakdown. I know that some of you still new to the game, still trying to understand how center works, and I make sure I put a lot of emphasis on why I do certain things, because I want it to make sense to you guys making the build. You know, I know a lot of you guys out there are working hard for your money, and I would hate for you guys to waste it. So for you guys at the least to understand what you're doing and why you're doing it is important, and I claim a sense of responsibility for that when I post these videos, because at the end of the day, these videos have a level of influence on you guys to make certain things, and I'm trying to steer you guys in the right direction always to make builds that are competent. So once again, I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please do leave a like, comment, and subscribe. It greatly helps the channel, and I will see you guys in the next one.